Analysis paralysis. Stop now to supersize your business by using this one simple tool, idea, thought, etc., whatever you want to call it. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 147 of our Supersize Your Business annual challenge. First time we've done an annual challenge in our business community. Been creating content for 9 years, but this is the first year I've been doing an annual challenge. This is the 9th year for personal development, personal growth, to be a better version of myself, and other people come along with me for that ride. But this year, and last year and the year before, I asked myself, why am I creating totally different content for my business folks and for my personal friends and family and people that are on the personal development journey? And I'm like, that's just a silly waste of time. So I merged them together. And this year we are supersizing ourselves, meaning becoming the best possible version of ourselves, which in turn positively impacts our business. And so we're doing the same thing in our businesses. Well, today's topic is all about analysis paralysis, something I can definitely relate to, because I'm one of those people that likes to overanalyze the daylights out of everything. I think it comes with the engineering, science-minded personality, or with the personality, right? Remember the whole personality type things from Myers-Briggs? I think there's a whole bunch of versions of that now. DISC, they call it, whatever else. But that is not our topic for today. Our topic today is all about, number one, having a propensity for action, taking action. Being an action taker is one of the fastest ways you can overcome analysis paralysis. And the other is something, and this is the topic for today, the 70% rule. 70% rule says, decide what you need to look into. You've got a problem or a situation or a goal. Gather 70% of the information you need and then decide at that point. There's no sense going for 100% of the possible information and possible scenarios that could happen, because you're going to change your mind. Anybody ever created a business plan? Of course we have. If you've been in business for any amount of time or ever needed financing, you have gone through the perfunctory creation of a business plan to take to your lenders or investors and raise funds for your business, right? Many of us have been through that process many, many times. Well, you'll know then that the instant you get the funding and you actually take action and start the business and do the thing you were getting the funding for, everything changes. Everything that you put in that plan, even if it's 5 minutes ago, the world is always changing and running and moving ahead without us. And it's up to us to step into the stream of that river and go along with the flow of what it is that we want to create. So that was a little esoteric. Boy, my vocabulary is big today. So today, I challenge you to pick one thing in your business that you have been overthinking or overanalyzing, and make a decision about it today or by Friday. What's today? Today's Wednesday. That's 2 more days. I only gave the Supersize you people 24 hours. So you get a whole extra 24 hours because it's business, right? Business is more complicated. Is it? Is it really? No, we just make it complicated. That's the human condition, is to overcomplicate things. And why do we do that? What fear is really underlying our putting off and getting a ton of data before we make a decision or choice? Because the truth is, if you just tap into your head, your heart, and your intuition, your gut, you already know what to do. It either aligns with what your organization stands for, your core values, and what it is you're trying to do, or it doesn't. To me, that is the fastest, easiest filter. If something's okay, I'm going all in on this, or it's an absolute no. The absolute no's are the easiest ones to filter out and get things off of our plate and out of our limited bandwidth of thinking and reasoning and deciding and choosing. So that's your assignment today with respect to this whole analysis paralysis thing. I'd say share in the comments below, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10 where you currently fall on that spectrum. I will say I used to be a 9 or a 10. I was so into research and developing things and finding all the information before I made a decision or a choice that I started to see opportunities pass me by, and I missed those opportunities. Now, I'm of the mind that if it's for you, it'll come around again in another form or with another opportunity, usually a better opportunity. But I was like, well, why am I missing out on these opportunities? Think of if you've ever gone job hunting If you wait forever to research the company before you submit your credentials and ask for an interview, guess what? That job is probably going to be filled, especially in this day and age with the internet. But if you apply first and just know a few things about the organization, you don't even need 70%, right? We just need a little bit of information to tailor our message toward the company that we're wanting to be a part of. And then we do our research after they say, hey, yeah, we want you to come in and have an interview with us. I don't think anybody even does face-to-face interviews hardly ever anymore, except for small businesses. We still do those. All right, so that is that. Now, our second topic, which I forgot to talk about in Supersize You, which I'm going to have to double up tomorrow, is the U in our super framework. Yesterday, we looked at and specified our target. What is it that we want? Today, we're looking at, all right, we're looking in the mirror, we're taking a snapshot, and we're going to write down what is actually going on. We're going to uncover what is, or we're going to understand what is the current situation. And all you have to do is write down a couple bullet points about that, because now, once you've done that today, we've got the gap between where we are and where we want to be. And that's, to me, that's critical, or we can find ourselves taking action to solve the wrong problem or to get us moving in a direction we don't want to go. Anybody ever done that? Well, of course we have. We all have. It's just how long we go down that road before we actually wake up, notice, and make a change, or step off that road and step on the highway. I like that analogy better, but not on the highway with cars that are going to run us over. In a Ferrari or a Maserati or something, that would be fun. All right, can you tell I don't drive these days? I never liked or cared about cars one bit until I couldn't have one. Now I'm like, well, man, that would be kind of nice. I want a self-driving car. Anyway, personal first world problems, right? All right, so what are we doing today? Identify and uncover, understand where you currently are with respect to the super framework that we're applying at the end of this month for mental health and well-being. Pick something, thought or belief or core value or whatever related to mental health and well-being, since that's what we're focusing on this month. I want us to practice each month with each of the different areas of the life framework, right? Why? So we realize it can be used for any area and aspect of our life and our business. Realize that we can do it. Actually install it in our subconscious, like we're doing with the SOAP framework every month. So we have tools in our toolbox. So no matter what comes up in our business, we got it handled. We know with 100% certainty and confidence, we'll figure it out. I don't know about you, but so far, for 66 years, however times 365 days, but not quite because I just turned 66, how many days have we actually figured it out? We're still here. Therefore, we've figured things out way more often than we have not figured them out. And that's a great place to start. All right. Any questions about this? Hit me up and ask. Otherwise, I invite you to join me on the school platform, Supersize Your Business on the school platform. It's free to join and become a part of an incredible community working together to build our businesses, supersize them, and make the world a better place. Because the world needs all of us to make the world a better place. All right. Have an amazing day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow. Bye.